the big news out of the GLIAC today was not only Media Day going on down in Detroit, the preseason rankings were released today for the GLIAC. We've got those pulled up here. The preseason coaches poll for the GLIAC in first, no surprise here, Ferris State, 35 votes for, and then 5 first-place votes. Now, I will say, number 2, Grand Valley, again, no surprise here, 32 votes and 2 first-place votes. That margin is very short. Now, the departure of Jared Bernhardt obviously has a lot to do with that, but other than that, I mean, both these teams actually retain a lot more than I was expecting. Jimmy, what were you going to say?
So there's 7 first-place votes because the 7 head coaches in the GLIAC. Is that how that works?
I would assume that's how it goes, yeah.
So obviously I would assume that Ferris can't vote for themselves.
That's true. So one of those votes.
One other team voted for Grand Valley. Okay.
Exactly.
So it's basically 5-1.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. If that's how it's run, which would make sense.
But again, it's an assumption. I have no idea. Yeah. And Grand Valley could win the GLIAC, but I mean, they guess we'll see.
They return a lot. They return a lot, and that losing Jared Bernhardt is going to be tough for them. Their offense is going to look a lot different this year. But going back to the rest of the rankings, number 3, you got 3 and 4. This really is a toss-up. Michigan Tech and Saginaw Valley. 24 votes for Michigan Tech, 22 for Saginaw Valley. We saw those teams go at it up in Kearley Stadium in Houghton in the last week of the season. Michigan Tech pulled that one out by, I believe, a touchdown, if not less. It was a very close game. Now, those 2 teams actually double up each other this year. Saginaw Valley, Michigan Tech will have 2 games, one up in Kearley and then one down at Randall Harvey Wicks Memorial Stadium.
Wasn't it 12-9?
No, it was more high scoring than that for sure. But 12-9.
Sorry, there was a game Tech played.
There's a weird score,
and they won like 12-9. Was it against that St.
It could have been St. Thomas. It might have been their opener.
It
would have been their opener.
It was like a
they have St. Thomas again this year, so that'll be interesting. Moving down the board, number 5. There we are, fellas. Northern Michigan with 14 votes to our name. Below us is Wayne State with 12 votes. And rounding out that 7th spot is Davenport with 8 votes, And you know what? I will say, I think they got it kind of on the button. And as far as preseason ranking goes, if you're looking at last year and what kind of happened, really, I think this is just the standings, is what the standings finished as last year in the GLIAC, right? Yeah. So you can't really argue with this too much.
And I would say the best part about this list right now is that every team's record is 0-0.
That is the best part.
So
that is exactly the best part.
And teams and players getting like fired up and fed up with it, like go do something about it.
Yeah, seriously. You got like 10, 11 games to go prove it.
Right, exactly. So really, this is just numbers and letters.
Yeah.
It could really, it doesn't mean shit.
There are numbers and letters up there.
Just like Coach Thomas used to say. Shout out Coach Brad Thomas.
Yeah.
Nameless, faceless.
I got a text from BT the other day, actually, and he said, because I used that. Yeah, he's been listening. So shout out him. But I used that in our conversation with Jacoby, and he texted me and said that he loved that comment about that nameless, faceless opponents. You can't hype them up. You can't think they're lesser than what they are.
All I see on that board is 0-0. Don't matter.
Exactly. So big chance for us over here at Northern to prove ourselves for sure. But as far as we move into this GLIAC season, we're definitely going to stay very objective. We're going to do a lot of coverage on GLIAC, and we're going to have opinions. That's what this show is about. But at the same time, respecting all of our opponents. We have guests on from all the different schools on this list. I do believe we've covered. We've had Wayne, we had Sag, Tech, Grand Valley.
I don't think we've had Davenport.
We have Davenport is the one I believe we're missing.
What about Ferris? We had Caleb Murphy.
Smith
sorry.
is on. Yeah. But other than that, we got to get a guy from Davenport on. We got to make that happen. But otherwise, you've got pretty good GLIAC representation. But like I said, guys, I think they actually, this list, from what we know in the past, this list makes sense.
Yep.